Yo, what's good? This is Mike Taylor, and I'm chilling with Rob on Front Row Live. What up?
How's your day going so far?
So far, it's really good. It's Friday, fly day. I feel good, feel great.
Right.
We chilling. Good vibes.
Now, speaking of fly day,
Yeah.
I came with my fly knits. So I'm ready with my Nikes.
Yep.
I'm ready with my Nike Run Club.
Yep.
I don't have the Nike Apple Watch, but I got the Nike app.
Yeah.
And the Nike app has your music in it.
Woo! I like the
With Nike
way you
Run
did
Club,
that
right?
just now. Yeah.
Let's do this. So tell me about this collaboration you did with Nike.
So they really enjoyed the music and reached out to us and wanted to include us on their wonderful playlist.
Nice.
So that was pretty dope and really awesome of them to do so.
And they picked a really great song to do that,
Yeah.
Electric Church.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about that track. Why did you choose this one to be on there?
Because I think it has all the energy, it's really good, feel good energy
Right.
for you to work out with, and it's a good vibe. I listen to it all the time in the gym, and a lot of my friends listen to it in the gym. So Nike was like, "Yo, what do you want for the gym?" I said, "I got you." Yeah.
That's a good. I mean, I'm a runner myself. I'm with the club 24/7, but it's like whenever I'm like close to whatever finish line I'm trying to get to, like that's a great song to like get to. So thanks for putting that on there.
Nah, thank you for enjoying it. Thank you.
Now let's talk about that debut EP that dropped here with Rostrum Records.
Yeah.
Feel Good EP, 4 tracks on it. Why are these 4 tracks so important to you that they made the EP?
I've been working on this project for a very long time, and I reached a point where there was a lot going on in the world, a lot going on in my life, where I wanted to write songs that made me feel good. And when I started playing it for my friends and family and stuff, they were like, "Yo, this is really awesome." But what's really interesting about it is I didn't even come up with the name. I would just play the songs for people, and the first response was, "This is feel good music."
Yeah.
So it took on a life of its own, and it just really represented where I was at the time.
That's crazy. And going into the studio to actually like really work on these tracks, you said it's been a while in the making.
Yeah.
How many times have these 4 tracks like changed the way that they sound, changed the lyrics that are on them?
Yeah, everything is a work in progress, and each song is different, So like with the song like Body High, it actually took a while. Like my main man, 50 Grand Gladius, is one of my main producers. He's actually from New Zealand, and we created a lot of music together. And he had to go back home to New Zealand, and we actually started that song with me in LA, him in New Zealand on Skype, and then we got it to a certain place and sent it to my drummer in Philadelphia, and then we came back in LA and finished it. So that song almost took a year to complete.
Went worldwide.
Yeah.
Is that the song that probably took the longest to create with this EP?
For the EP, yes, for sure, yeah.
Now listening to the EP, my favorite track is Colors. I think it's a great song, especially with what's going on right now in the world. I love the lyrics on there. What's a world without colors?
Right.
I love that. But tell me about this track in particular.
So for me, I often feel like we as people of color are misrepresented or underrepresented in the mainstream media. And I think it's important for all people, but specifically young people, to be able to see themselves reflected in the world they live in. So in order for me to, express myself, I didn't want to make like a really angry song about like, you need to show us more and include us more in things.
I don't see any angry coming out of you though, by the way. So.
Because I got the music, man. So what I did was I wanted to make a song that celebrated not just people of color, but just diversity as a whole. Right. So it's really interesting because so many people listen to the song and see themselves in it, and they come from different walks of life and different backgrounds and different ethnicities and so many things, and it's awesome. So it's not just about the celebration of people of color, it's celebrating all diversity. So it's pretty ill the way that came together.
No, like I said, it's like perfect timing for it right now.
Yeah.
That should be the next single.
I think we might just have to put that out into the world. Yeah.
Now, Rostrum Records, you're new with them as a signee, but you've been around Rostrum for quite some time. I think you were doing stuff with Mac Miller's producer back in the day, right?
Yeah, so Rich Reynolds is a really good bro of mine from Philadelphia, and he ended up producing a bunch of records, I think on Mac's first album, maybe first and second. And me and him came up from Philly, like in like the whole Roots circle. He's produced a lot for the Roots and like Dice Raw and various like Philly artists. And I was based there for a while, so that's like my bro. So we kind of came up in that same umbrella together, yeah.
And what's it been like for you being an artist under Rostrum Records?
It's been dope so far. It's been a good collaboration. Independent labels are really interesting in a way where it's a lot smaller, so you can really talk to people directly day to day, as opposed to not being a part of this huge machine that kind of gets in the way of the art.
Right.
So it's been really, really cool.
Now you've been doing a lot of like residency shows here in LA. Do you have any plans for some touring for this EP?
Yeah, of course. Like, we're working on some stuff now, doing some international tours, touch the people, put that vibe into the universe. Nice. I can't really speak on it, but when it happens, I'm sure you'll be the first to know.
That'll be great. Now, last year you did a collaboration with Pitbull and Afrojack.
Yeah.
That was one of the hottest songs from last year. And but I'm curious, like, what did you get out of that collaboration? What did you learn from Pitbull, and what did you learn from Afrojack, like working with them, collaborating with them, performing with them, whatever else that you got out of that?
Yeah, what was really interesting about that collaboration is, as a songwriter, I go into the studio with various producers, and we make a lot of like demos. Right. And it just so happened that one of a demo that me and Gladius did together got to Nick Afrojack. And he loved it, and he reached out to us, and we kind of reworked it and made it his thing. And what was interesting about the Pitbull thing is Pitbull got on it afterwards, just out of his relationship with Afrojack. So the record was already out, and I think he just contacted like Afrojack and was like, "Yo, I love this. Can I get on it?" So that was a surprise for me that Pitbull got Mr. Worldwide, you know. And in terms of what I got out of it, it was really cool because the amount of, you know, exposure and the amount of people that was then able to look me up and then hear my records like Body High and Electric Church, and that's been incredible. So I really appreciate Nick for reaching out and looking out for the cookout.
I think it was like the best way to really like say like, hey guys, I'm about to drop a debut EP. Like, people already know about you. You experienced your first red carpets, and it was a major red carpet as well.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Congratulations on that. Yeah. Moving forward, like fashion is a big thing for you, obviously. Yeah. What goes on like in your mind when you're getting ready for whatever, whether it's a red carpet or you're going out to perform or you're just going, you know, every day?
I don't know if it's like anything particular. Like for me, creativity is all connected. It's all the same thing to me. It's all the same like thought process. So for me, I think everything is connected. You know, like I'm wearing my album art and single art, you know, so it's all literally interconnected for the same expression. So for me, when I'm working on a song, I don't just think about the song when I write it for the first time. I think about the video. I think about what the album art's going to look like. I think about the textures, the colors, like everything. So for me, it's just, I'm a living expression of my art all day, every day.
Cool. And speaking of video, you just shot a video recently. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's cool. I wanted to take it back to the foundation. Like we shot a video for Electric Church, and what I love about that song is it represents for me, the foundational elements of the music that influenced me. So what I wanted to do when I made the song was I wanted to touch on like earlier house, like the fundamentals of house, and then soul and gospel. Right. So with the video, I wanted to just tap into like the underground house culture, and for me, I'm really big. I grew up listening to house, and I grew up around a lot of house dancers, and I had a lot of older, I like to call them old heads, or OGs is what we say in Philly. I'm from West Philly, so that's how we talk. You know, so I had a lot of old heads like put me on to like the earlier days of house, and how like the reason why I came, it used to be called warehouse because it used to be in a warehouse, and that culture. So I just wanted to touch on that culture a little bit for the video. So we shot in a warehouse downtown LA and tried to really capture that vibe, but in a 2016 type of fashion. Right. So it's not necessarily like early 90s, late 80s. It's like today in that kind of vibe, just celebrating that culture.
Dang, I can't wait to see that. How soon can we expect that? That's already like teasing me.
It should be coming out any day now. We're working on it, you know, every day we work, we do a little more. I'm a perfectionist, so we're going to get it to you as soon as possible. Yeah. Nice.
Now, what do you like when there's a video shoot? Are you comfortable in front of the camera? Are you one of those artists that doesn't really like doing the video shoots, but it's part of the, you know, it's part of the job?
I actually love it. Like, you know, it's fun, and you get to meet different people, you get to collaborate with different people, and I always love like music videos and the whole vibe, you know. Yeah, I came up like I used to work at film companies too, so so like it's always fun being in front of the camera because I'm usually the guy behind the camera.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So it's interesting. Yeah.
So you're probably going to be directing and writing your own like scripts for your films now, right?
One day, one step at a time. Right now we on this feel good. You know what I'm saying?
We got to keep that feel good going. Right. A couple days ago, Pharrell announced NERD. new album in the works.
Yeah.
I know you'd love to tour with Pharrell.
Right.
What would that be like? An NERD tour, or even just a Pharrell tour, and then you got Mike Taylor right there.
Oh man! First of all, shout out to Pharrell. Pharrell's amazing. Shout out to NERD. Shout out to the Neptunes. Huge influence on me and my music. I feel like their album, "What in Search Of," like literally changed my life. You know, in terms of just being like, just black and brown weirdos from the hood that was really touching on different cultures. You know, so it's like first time we saw like skateboards in the hood, it was because of Pharrell, and trucker hats and so forth and so on. And even the album that they did for Kenna, New Sacred Cow, really changed my life. So him and Chad has a huge impact on my music, and first of all, I'm super excited as a fan for the music, for his new NERD project to come out. Right. But then, you know, ultimately I would love to go on tour. So I'm letting you know right now, Pharrell, I Am Other, holla at your player when you see him on the street.
There you go. That's why you got to do it. You got to pick up Feel Good as well. Yeah. So lastly, for those fans out there that have not listened to the debut EP, which they're missing out, why should they go ahead and check it out?
I think they should at least give it a try. You know what I'm saying? It's good vibes all day, good vibes only, feel good vibes only, and just check it out. It's new, it's fresh, it's tight like that. I'd like it, yeah.
Well, thanks, dude, for hanging out with me. I appreciate your time. You guys be sure to check out Mike Taylor. Yep. Feel Good EP is out now, and he's on Rostrum Records, hopefully on tour soon. Hopefully on tour with Pharrell and NERD sometime. I don't know. See. Who knows?
We got to speak it into existence.
We got to, yeah. Keep tweeting at Pharrell. Come on, do it. Thanks for watching here on Front Row Live, guys.